Well, welcome back, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a tour of this yoga center here, of this ashram. It's very windy, maybe the audio is not coming through very clearly, but just bear with me because this is today. So here it is. This is what it's going to be like. I'm going to go inside of this building here. I'm going to show you around, just very briefly. Here is 60 acres of vacant land, nothing in that direction except just endless wilderness. And I'm going to walk down here. I'm going to show you what else we have here. So the owner has excavated this little hole here for water to be poured on crops if we end up building something. And I'm going to go down here very quickly and very briefly because I've literally never been here before. And also there's quite a subsection of land towards this direction. And also the person that is also taking care of this land said that there's something else here. So I shall go down here while you're talking to me because I don't want to go down here by myself. So at least I feel like someone is right here tagging along, and we're going to see what else is down there. And you know why else I'm going here? Because there's cows here. Literally every single night, every single day, when the sun sets and it's beginning to be like 10, 11, 12, it's like clockwork. They start mooing from this direction. Moo, moo. And I'm always like, come on, come over here. Let me pet you. Let me say hi to you. Let me take a look at you. Let me rub your belly. No, obviously not. I'm not going to do that. It's a little bit scary, but I want to see them. And I don't have enough powerful flashlight to be able to shine my light and see them visibly. And I don't know how far they are, but they're always grazing this land because it's so rich. It's so thick, it's so unkept. So I want to see what else is down here and see if I can manage to spot a cow here for you. That would be fantastic, and I'm sure this video would get many more subscribers. Oh, look at that. There's a little pond here, some water. So the natural border that you see of these trees, that's the property line. The land is privately owned, as far as what I'm told, and it's many more acres than we have. It's hundreds of acres, and it is not being used at all. So many miles away from into that direction is some little sheds that the property owner has built, but for the large part it's empty, vacant land. So we really don't have any natural neighbors except just a couple of kilometers, or maybe a kilometer away from here is our closest neighbor. And let me just carefully walk here because the trees are very prickly and it's very dense, very condensed. But there's a natural path here, which is what I'm walking through. Wow, that hurts. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to show you around. In a minute, I'm going to show you the inside of the property that we built. Okay, how am I going to get around this? Well, naturally, I'm going to have to step on this. All right, moving forward. Again, eventually these trees are going to have to be cut down because they're not built for human beings. They're built to deter you. They don't want you to eat them. Whoa, this is a totally different atmosphere and vibe. Very pleasant. Okay, cows are here. I don't want to get mauled by a friendly wild cow. That's not going to be good. But I was recently talking to one of my subscribers. I was doing an energy reading for them. I was reading into their 7 chakras. By the way, if you're a subscriber of mine and you still haven't done an energy reading with me, or if you want me to literally tell you everything that there is to know about your life, when I say that, I literally mean that. This is not some sales gimmick. If you want to know everything about your life, meaning what? In terms of your 7 energy dimensions, that is your whole life. So your 7 chakras are your whole life. Your maintenance center, your foundation, your sacral chakra, your heart chakra, third eye, throat chakra, and the crown of the head. If you want to know everything about that, I can tell you and I can show you. It's very easy for me, very simple. And yeah, like I said, I can tell you everything about your life, and all in exchange for donations. I'm going to need your donations very soon because I need to fix some stuff up in this place. I need to buy some things to continuously progress in this land. So reach out to me on Facebook. Links will be down below in exchange for donations. Okay? I'll tell you everything about your life. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to show you. So land is going down. There is some kind of a stream. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is not something that I want to touch because I'm 90% sure that these are strawberries. Wild strawberries. If you know what these are, tell me. But I don't want to, take the risk and then eat something and then RIP. You'll have to dig a gravestone for me. That's not going to be fun. I'm good. But if it is safe to eat, then there's lots of these little things here. I'm pretty sure this is not edible, but there's lots of these little fruits around. Whoa, okay, I've wandered off pretty far. Always wanted to go down here, but never had the courage. Not the courage, but it wasn't really safe for me to do so energetically, and also not necessary, not a requirement. But as I'm making this video, might as well show you around. Well, there are no cows. That's very unfortunate and sad. But maybe as I keep going, maybe I'll find a cow. Cows, hello. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, as I was talking to my subscribers, I got off topic here. They said to me that if you make a cow call, like if you whistle and sing really high-pitched and loud and with emotion, they can get drawn to you. Because cows are very emotional creatures, and you're eating them, and by the way, and you're suffering the consequences of that. If you think you're peaceful and you're eating animals, it's not possible. You haven't meditated. That's what you're trying to tell me. You don't meditate. You can't sit still for more than 5 minutes with your, not being tortured and tormented by the living beings that you're consuming. It's not physically possible. So please stop it, cut it out. Animals shouldn't be eaten. Animals should be treated as our friends, which they are. We're conscious, evolved human beings with an upright spine. We have many other varieties of foods. We don't need to eat other animals. So, happy cows are here. Eventually we're gonna probably domesticate some cows. For some reasons, I don't really know why, but cows are cool. All right, I'm gonna go down this way. Wow, this is so amazing. Whew. The energy of this place is amazing. It's very, very nice. Eventually, if I continue living on this land, I want to build myself some private home, private establishment with no one around, and just enjoy life and enjoy the peaceful nature. I'm going to step on this little tree stump here, and I'm going to show you a 360 view. So you can come here, if you have nothing to do in your life, if you have some skills, even if you don't have any skills, if you want to come by and help us to develop this land and build this land further, come. And look at that, there's a little stream flowing. Now let's see from which direction is the stream going? Okay, the stream is going this way. So the stream is just, so this is not a safe water to swim in because cows poop here and cows pee here. And also I don't really know what the source of this water is. Well, it is the mountain, the big mountain that you see on top of us. But who knows, maybe one day I will go take a dip in here. There's no really any problem. If I strengthen my immune system, I can literally swim in any type of water. So let me continue going here, walking around, showing you around. I want to jump over this little ravine. There is a natural bridge that I'm going towards, and we'll show you what's on the other side. Maybe, who knows, we'll get to see a wild cow or a domesticated cow. I don't really know. All right, this looks like the space for the spot. Yeah. We're gonna just jump. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Made it. Look, there's a little natural pool here. All right, you tell me. Is it safe to swim in? Actually, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. It's free-flowing water. Although I did go swimming in cairns, and then for the next 3 days I was violently sick. Violently being just very unpleasant. Snot, a clogged nose and a little bit of a cough and some fever. Nothing, not a big deal, but it's very unpleasant. Unpleasant, and I knew it was directly because of I submerged myself in this unknown water, and whatever pathogens got into my system, that was very unpleasant. So this land has been naturally cleared because people were harvesting trees, I guess, and they haven't replanted the trees, which is very sad. But some potential can be made here, something can be built out of this place. Well, okay. I've gotten as far as I can go. There's our natural neighbors there, the closest neighbors that we have. I'm sure you can see them. They're quite far away. Yeah, right there. They're two brothers, as far as what I'm told. Very nice people. And that's it. That's enough for that. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna climb the rest of the way back. I'm gonna talk to you, share with you some ideas, and then I'm gonna show you the inside of the place that has already naturally been created. I don't know why I keep saying naturally. Well, maybe because I'm in nature. So the place that has been created, this Yogi Bishwanath is the owner of this property. That's his name. And he has entrusted me with this land temporarily, or at least in the time that I'm here. Who knows how this is going to be built. But right now I'm here. I'm the only one here. And so he said that he built the place that you saw in the beginning of this video in 1 year. And so everything that you see there, he didn't really have any carpentry experience, but he just asked God. Let me see how I can cross this. Okay. He asked God, tell me how to do this, how to build this. And he built the structure in 1 year, which is quite fascinating and fantastic. And all the necessities are already there. What necessities am I talking about? Well, running water is there. We have huge tankers of, oh boy. We have huge water containing systems, hundreds or maybe even thousands of liters of water. Yeah, thousands for sure. A few thousands of liters of water to store water in. I'm going to show you that all right now. So just stay tuned. This video is going to be quite long. Maybe you can fast forward to the place that I'm actually going towards, or you can continue listening to me. Your choice. But now I'm just going to basically be heading back up and making sure that I'm going in the right direction. Yeah. So we have containers of water. We have tools. We have a huge container ship of tools. All the tools that you would virtually need. Some tools are still missing. Whoa, look at this tree. It's like something could be used for something, tying a rope or something like this. So I don't know where these cows went, but they're shy. They're not here. I'll record a YouTube short the next time that I see or hear cows mooing at night. You'll be able to hear them, but probably you won't be able to see them. So some tools that we need for cutting grass and things like this, or for some more physically demanding work. Definitely we need larger tools like excavators and things to move around. So if you are in New Zealand, and if you're a multi-billionaire or millionaire, and if you want to donate some stuff to us, this place is always open for you. As well as, all right, if you come here, make sure to bring some books with you. Whatever books you want to donate, because in the future I want to open up a library. There is already some books here, but nothing really established. And, okay, I'm crawling through this little narrow passageway. Made it out. So a library needs to be built. So many things need to be built. I've made a list of like 63 items that I have planned to establish this place with. Like a sauna, for example. I've already mentioned this before. That'd be so cool to have a sauna. So I'll just tell you my plans now, or our plans. That I'm here. It's February 2nd or 3rd, the time that I'm recording this video. And more dwelling places need to be established and built. Dwelling places being huts. That's the most important thing. Let's see which way we're gonna go this way. So cabins is something that we must build in the next couple of months. Oh! Some little bug was flying on me. He's still flying on me. Ah! I'm not used to this place, so I don't know. The bugs, I'm not comfortable with bugs. Is he gone? Oh, thank God. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. I'm just a graveyard for bugs right now. This is not good. I'm gonna have to take off my t-shirt and thrash it around. Ooh. Okay. So I'm new to New Zealand. My immune system and nervous system has not been conditioned or attuned to this place. So I don't know, every single bug I see, especially if it's a large bug that looks like it has the potential to bite me, I'm shying away from and staying away from. Ah! These guys are flying around and hitting me. Big ones. Okay. I'm almost out. Yeah, I can already see the top here, so basically made it 15 minutes in. If you watched up until now, shout out to you. You're a real subscriber. There's a nice little swimming hole if you want to get nice and browned by the earth. You can go swim there. But you know, so many things can be built here, like an underground pool place or area, just like there is in Yoga Center, Isha Yoga Center. By the way, if I'm going to continue to stay here and continue to take care of this place and spiritually help people to develop their minds, what I want to do is, essentially this place is going to be like an extension of the Isha Yoga Center. I don't see anything more important than this that I can do. And of course, Sadhguru is the wisest man currently walking this planet so far. If you don't believe me, that's too bad for you. You don't have to believe me, it's the truth. And so yeah, this place shall be an extension of Sadhguru's ashram, and I'm an extension of Sadhguru's wisdom. So this place will be like that. Many places will be built here. The energy has already been established in a meaningful and significant way as I'm getting closer to the energy center or the energy source of this place. And if you're sensitive, you can already perceive it, the change of my energy, the change of my tone, and the energy in the entire environment. Why do I say this? Well, I have kilograms of solidified mercury here, and those things have been energized, and those things have been reverberating in a powerful way because I made them this way. And I will show you that in just a minute, literally. Maybe a little more than a minute. Let's see. That's where I came from. 17 minutes in. Not a bad time to start recording these vlogs. I'm going to make these vlogs more often, maybe once a day. I'll just take you around, walk around this beautiful nature, and inspire you to come here. Why? Because we literally need your help. All right, let's take a tour. Not sure what this is. Something. There has been a fence to prevent, there's a drop-off point. So there's a fence that's been created here. Some things that are there we can use. This is the most important thing that I want to show you here is this cabin. This cabin has been left here, I think, from the previous owner, and it's very nice. The interior has to be painted, and a bed has to be. There needs to be a mattress and some mattress, or not mattress, but rug needs to be placed on the floor, and then the locks need to be changed, and that's it. You have a beautiful window. You are overlooking this wonderful terrain, and eventually we want to shift the direction of this cabin for the window to be facing that glorious mountainous view. So this place will be for anyone that has children that wants to come here, or people with families, or couples that are staying a long period of time. This is more established kind of place, and we will build that. The next thing I want to show you is this pagoda. It's this little spiritual place that this yogi has naturally erupted or established. So this place needs to be upkept, but I'm going to show you basically the lingams. He has carved this stone, and it's been energized with peace. And I've spent some significant time here and meditated in this area. So when he comes here in a few days and a week's time, we're going to be doing a fire ceremony here. I'll make sure to record this and post this all on YouTube. There's the first container of water. This is more used for kind of washing clothes because it doesn't have any pipes connected to it. It's just a store of water. And I use it for laundry, and there's many liters of water, like 5,000 liters of water. That's yeah. There's the entrance. Here, let me show you like this. There's the entrance, the gate, and it goes down. And there's a second gate. This place is very protected, at least energetically right now, not so much physically. But hey, what can you do? This place can also be turned into some kind of a cabin. I think it naturally has a structure. This is the first big container ship that is here, and there are lots of tools. I'm not going to show you around, but you know, tools are tools. And there's also a second type of container right there, which also holds tools, but it's pretty much empty. Only a few things are there. And this is the most important thing I want to show you here. We have a large reservoir of water. I don't know how many liters that is, but that's massive. That's a lot. So we are not going to run out of water, drinking water anytime soon. And that can be fed to the house using this hose here with a generator when it's necessary. And why? Because we also have a second structure here, a second water containing system. And it's right here, this black thing that you see here. And this is also a couple of thousand liters, maybe 1,000 liters, something. I don't really know how many, but it's quite big. So there, as you can see, I'm going to climb a little bit higher. So there are the solar panels. We have many solar panels to meet our needs. The only thing that needs to be changed is the batteries. The batteries are something happened to the batteries, I'm not sure. Maybe you're a tech guy and you understand what's going on. And the batteries need to be changed because if this place gets a lot of rain, 2, 3, 4 days of rain, and the electricity is being used, if there's 3, 4 people here and the lights are turned on at nighttime, after 3 days it'll dissipate. There won't be any electricity. Oh, look at that wind. That's very pleasant, actually. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is this. Right there, see that? That's called Starlink, thanks to Elon Musk. That's Elon Musk's technology. And some things fly above the sky, I don't really know how it works. And it beams electrical signals into that thing and we get Wi-Fi. That's why I can upload these videos. Otherwise, in this remote place, I would not be able to talk to you, which would be very sad and very bad. So all this is that. So next week, probably, I'm gonna go climb this mountain. I'm gonna establish my energy there also. And if you come here, I think we're gonna be doing something like every week or every 10 days. We're gonna be taking people up to this mountain, trekking up this mountain, and resolving your karma on top of this mountain, and also energizing this place because this mountain is growing in its energy. It's not like the Himalayas where you can just look up and wow, it's already it's very spiritually potent and powerful, yet still more energy needs to be put into that place. That's literally why I'm here. So that's enough of showing you things that are on this side. Let's take you inside of this location here and show you what's inside. All right, so I'll show you something that I'm proud of. The first thing that I did here is there are no mosquito nets or any kind of netting for the windows, so you can't open the windows to get fresh air. So the last time that I went into town, which is a couple of days ago, I established this little magnetic screen protector. So if you come here, you'll have a place to sleep and you can open the windows and breathe fresh air at nighttime, which is very important. So here is this is kind of like the dormitory room. There are 4 beds here, which is just temporary. We're gonna establish some kind of like a blanket or something to divide the beds individually so that you have your own energetic private space to sleep in, and so you don't feel like you're sleeping next to someone else. Of course you're gonna be sleeping next to someone, but at least we can divide that as much as we can. There's a Jnana Linga Yantra, which shall remain here. There's also a piece of spiritual technology, which shall remain here probably. And so these are the beds, very simple. There's a little desk, some computer things, things that are needed to get done here. We have a printer, we have some paper. That's really all as much as I can show you in this place right now. So let me take off my shoes. Let me go into the next room, which is the meditation room. Probably the most important room, or the second most important room of this whole entire place. Why do I say it's the second most? Well, because the most important room is my room where I sleep. That's very important. Sleep can't be understated. So let me pause this music and then I'm going to share with you something else. So yes, I've put up some pictures here, paintings, this one, and this one, something that I've changed. This place has been developed with enough energy for you to simply stay here and get changed, get transformed. Why? Well, simply as a result of all this spiritual technology, everything that I've been doing here. And it's an energetic place, very powerful place. I've connected some other tantric spiritual technology that I know how to use, and yeah, this is the place. So I'm gonna sit down to talk to you just as soon as I finish walking around and giving you a tour of this place. So I'm gonna sit down and talk to you what has been done here spiritually, because that's very important knowledge. So the next room is divided by these glass doors. This could be closed, and if someone's in the kitchen here cooking, this is the kitchen and living room. This is the second kind of, this is the main living area. You can just sit here, relax. There's also another bed so we have 5 beds or 6 beds total. There's another bed in my room that can be used. There's another screen protecting door that I've established here, or I've built, just put up, to get fresh air and to enjoy the beautiful outdoors. Because when you're indoors, you should feel like it's outdoors. That's the best way of living. And there's the kitchen. Well, it's a little bit of not tidy, but we have running water, we have a gas stove, and we have all the food that is needed, all the dry food. This is the most important thing that I have to show you right here in my kitchen here. This is, I don't even know how many kilograms this is, maybe 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms of watermelon. And I shall enjoy this sometime in the near future, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Ooh, when it's really warm, I'm gonna cut this open and make sure to record a video of me eating this. I'm gonna eat this whole thing in one day, probably. And it's just gonna be so juicy and delicious. So we have some big water jugs because the water in the tanks don't get filtered. That will have to be changed, but eventually we can drink the filtered water. So there's a glass door again to leave the place. And we come to a little kind of middle hallway that is connecting this building with the building that you just saw. So as you can see, this is where I came from, and this is so this here is a private room. This is my room. It's the only private really room that has been built here, and of course I'm going to be staying here because why? That's just naturally how it is. This place has been already built, and it's kind of just needs to be painted. The insulation needs to be put on the floor, on the roof, and boarded up, and then to the ceiling of the cracks, and then painted, and then the floor will be last, and that's it. So if you have any experience with this, come on down, come by, help me out with this, and I'll reward you spiritually in a very, very big way. I promise you that. So here's a little nice painting, and so there's 2 beds here. I'm sleeping here, and there's a thing here. Very simple, very basic. So I shall remain here for the time that I'm living here. If it's going to be long term, then this is going to be my room. If it's going to be short term, then maybe this will be someone yours. I don't know what the future holds for me. So that's and then one more thing that I have to show you. So this is the bathroom, of course. So there's nothing really much to show you in the bathroom. There's just a compost toilet and a shower. There's a compost toilet and a shower, and the sink needs to be plumbing needs to be made in the sink so that we have a place to wash our hands and keep everything clean. So if you have plumbing experience and if you want to come by here, come on down. Again, come on down and help us fix this place, help us build this place, and you'll be spiritually rewarded. And there's of course the water tank that's pretty much filled to the brim. It is filled to the brim, and that's what helps us to shower. So eventually in the future, I want to board this place up and build doors so that it's kind of a outdoorsy area. You can just sit and relax if it's really rainy. So the roofs and the doors have to build here so it's nice open space. Okay, now the most important part here is, let me go inside. Let me sit down and let me talk to you about the spiritual side of things, which is of course the most important. Okay. Okay, so I have been here since, let's see, I arrived in New Zealand 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I think on the 25th, I arrived at this place. I'll have to check exactly when, but something like a week or more than a week. I've already been in this monastery here by myself. And what have I done? What have I established here? What was I doing here? Well, some things physically that I've done, but that's not really necessary for me to talk about because that's not my skill set. That's not my area of expertise. What is my area of expertise? Exactly what I'm doing here, sitting down in this nice little sacred spot and channeling my energy towards objects, towards stones, for it to reverberate powerfully and for you to get changed effortlessly. So what has been done here, this place has already been naturally built with energy, thanks to me being here and also this yogi doing some things here, that you will get changed and you will change and you will experience the benefits of a spiritual sacred space if you come here. If you choose to come here, that the natural energy has already been established here, so that if you sit in front of me here in this little meditation hall, you will get changed. Meaning what? If you have some illnesses or sickness, that will get naturally healed or taken care of, or you will discover what is the cause of your illness. If you have some mental inclarities or imbalances, that will also be stabilized naturally, not because of me or someone special. Yes, I am special, but because of the what I've done here and the spiritual tools and technologies that I'm wielding and using. Similarly, if you have some confusion or delusion in your mind, and if you want to deepen your spiritual practice, that'll also naturally just get taken care of. And yep. So, and again, also, if you want spiritual lessons and spiritual guidance and spiritual progression and to go deeper into your spiritual path, this is the place for you. So simply you sitting here, simply you being here, sitting for an hour, even if you're not doing anything, the energy of this place, what you see behind me, what everything is behind me, and also the actual fabric of the reality of the stones and earth that's also taken up this energy in this form, that will also just naturally transform you. So this is a consecrated space and it's becoming more energized, and it will become more consecrated as the years go by. In a way that, just like in the Yishi Yoga Center, you go there, it's a very sacred and safe spiritual place for you to go, and naturally your spine gets released, the tension gets released, and the Kundalini energy gets to rise up. The serpent gets to climb up towards up to your spine and ultimately reach the crown of your head. That's exactly what shall be done here. That's exactly what is happening here. So, I have done my work in terms of just building the space energetically. It didn't take long, maybe 3 days of just energy channeling. And yeah, so I'm ready to receive you here and for you to spiritually benefit from this place. So that's as far as I have to talk about the spiritual elements of this. The only thing that now needs to happen is for more buildings to be built up and to spring up. So cabins, that's the most important thing. Dwelling places for people to live, like kutis as they're called in Thailand. Just simple wooden structures that you can sleep in, you can sit down for meditation, and you can work on your desk. That's it, nothing else. And then also plumbing. I'm not plumbing, but washrooms and showers. So I think I want to make it so that showers are separate from washrooms because, naturally to keep it clean like that. But for compost toilets to be built, more of those, as well as, or even just simple outhouses need to be built, but preferably compost toilets. And actually, we have, my friend and I were planning to build our own septic system. So we have flushing toilets, but just naturally to dig holes in the ground and put water. I'm not sure how it works, but that's for the future. So just very immediate short-term goals is to build places that you can come here and stay and go to the washroom and shower. That's very, very important. So if you have any expertise in carpentry, if you have any expertise in building or plumbing or doing any kind of plumbing or building showers or toilets, definitely reach out to me, and definitely you should come towards this place. If you have some savings, which all you need is a plane ticket here and visa situation, and then basically just pay for your food. And that's about it. Pay for your food and maybe help contribute to the gas, the propane, and propane is the only thing that we're using to cook food, which that will change. That will have to be changed in the near future, as well as the propane is being used to power the hot water. So that's all the financial requirements that are needed right now from you. That's like, I don't know, $15 a day or something maximum for your food and for these things to be paid for. So you can easily and effortlessly do that if you have some kind of stable job. And then this, most importantly, what you're going to get out of this is the spiritual benefits. So I guarantee you on my life, I promise you, I swear to you, if you stay here for 3 months, your life shall never be the same again. At the very least, I'll plant seeds into you that will sprout and your life will get changed in miraculous ways, and you will find ultimate liberation and enlightenment or freedom from suffering. So the mystical side of things, I'm not here just to give you some little spiritual little advice. Oh, no, I'm here to do mystical things. I'm here to basically be crazy and go crazy and wild with my energy. No one's here, no one's around. If you're crazy enough to come here, or sane enough, if you're sane enough to come here and spend time with me, there's no power grids, there's no lines and nothing. So we're here totally by ourselves, and we're going to do some wild mystical things. We're going to chant, and we're going to, I'm here to explore the occult and mystical knowledge and mystical powers of myself, and you'll get to see that, and you'll get to benefit from that, and you'll get to be empowered from that as well. So that's my natural reciprocation and exchange for this. So I think that's fair, and I think that's a very natural and fair exchange. So definitely, you should reach out to me, you should contact me, you should come towards this place. This has to happen in the next 2 months. So in the next 2 months, at least some type of work needs to start happening for us to build appropriate dwelling places for other human beings to live in. And of course, natural sanitary things like toilets and washrooms and showers, which also have to be built. And then once that is done, once at least like 12 accommodations have been built so that we can house at a minimum 12 people or maximum, 24 people if people come in couples, then much more powerful things can be established. So more people come here, more people will donate to this place, more people will channel their energy into this land. And this in turn will give us the necessary resources to build the next stage is like a meditation hall, a proper meditation space, and then proper, even more accommodations, but more suited towards a long term, like building some strong foundations and building very nice buildings in appropriate spaces in this land, so that you can come here, you can spend a year or longer. And what else is the aim? Like one more thing that should be built. Like an area for dining and things like this. So again, I can't say this for sure, but just as I was sitting here and as I was kind of thinking this last week, I want to stay here. I want to establish my energy here. I want to stay here for long term. If everything goes well, if everything goes as far as I'm thinking and what I'm planning, I want to stay here and reign here for 11 years minimum. I don't want to go to Kailash, I don't want to go to Dhanalinga, I don't want to go to India, I want to go nowhere. I want to sit here, I want to continuously circulate my pranic energy to the point where I'm just, enlightened or beaming with light and shining and levitating, and I'm going to be doing crazy and wild stuff, spiritually and occult-wise and tantric-wise, Tantra being a spiritual technology, like tools, being tools for spirituality. Tantra doesn't mean whatever you think it means. So that shall happen, that shall take place. So I'm going to be here, because when you go into this space, when you go into this dimension of the blue, the throat center, you need a place naturally to be by yourself. You need a place that's quiet and nothing is moving around, like in the chaos of the society. So I can't establish my energy. I can't build my energy there. Like things are moving around as I just get bombarded. I get discombobulated. So this place, I'm in nature by myself. Or if you come here, I'll still be by myself essentially, because you're not going to have any impact on me. Even if there are 10 people here, I'll be able to effortlessly manage that. And I'm going to go into this dimension, and I'm going to reward you with lots of entertainment. You're going to be very entertained when you come here, because the spiritual things that I'm planning to do here in the next 2 years as my energy builds is going to be fantastic and phenomenal. So come here, we'll go hike up the mountain every couple of weeks or however long we're planning. Every 11 to 12 days, we should make a trip up there. And yeah, the food here is very good. There's a grocery store that sells products that have no chemicals. There's no chemistry poison inside of it, which is, wow, so fantastic and so phenomenal. Fruits are amazing. We're going to be eating in season. So right now, watermelons are in season, which is amazing. I love watermelons. One watermelon was $6. Can you believe that? Oh my God. And okay, and yeah, so eventually farmland is going to be established here, and we're going to build our own fruits and our own vegetables, and our own gardens going to be built here. And this place is going to be like a little spiritual city, or a miniature town. A city is a good way of saying it. We have 60 acres of land. That's not tremendous, but it's still a lot. It can house at least 100 people easily with the food and the accommodations we're going to provide. And it can house many more people if you would want to just come by for, let's say, a day or two and just spend time here, meditate, or for spiritual events. There's no really major towns here that are really kind of interested in this. So the closest major town, which is Auckland, is the biggest city in New Zealand, which has a population of something like 5 million. And it's 4 hours drive. So 4 hours if you want to invest, if you're from Auckland, and we're going to have to advertise, and if you're there spiritual, then you can just come up here and yeah. So yeah, that's I'll be So this is the thing that needs to be established. So the yogi that has been taking care of this place, he has said out loud to me a few times that, hey, I want to give you this land, or this land is a gift from me to you. Obviously, they're just words. This is why I'm hesitating of saying it's my land or something. It's not my land, but in a way, kind of it is, because I'm here, the spiritual backbone of this place, and I will establish my energy in a very big and profound and potent way, and anyone that comes here and sits in front of me will just get changed naturally and effortlessly, and I'll be sure to do that. So he said he's given me this land. Of course, nothing is concrete, or he can change his mind or something, but this is just how it happened. And the reason why he said that is because he brought this place up, or the structures that you see here, the things that I've showed you around. This place has already been built, and his plan is not to stay here because he's so energetically potent within himself that this place is too small for him. It wouldn't do any good for him to just sit here. He's too powerful for this place. And actually I have to say this, I'm rewarded for meeting a man like that, but also he's my senior, he's my mentor, and that's all that I'm going to share with you about that. You'll get to see him in a few days as I record lots. I'm going to record lots of videos with him. So his plan is to not stay here, so he just basically built this place for something to happen here, for someone to come here and take this place. And naturally, I'm the right person for the job, and the right time and the right events happened, synchronicity happened. And the second that someone told me, hey, I have this land, boom, I'm like, yeah, okay, right there. Bought a plane ticket, and I'm here. And as I'm rewatching my videos and I'm looking at my face when I'm seeing myself on camera and talking to my friend here, Carlos, I'm saying, wow, I want a land where I can comfortably say and feel that I'm at home, which I have not done. I haven't been at home in Canada. I haven't been involved in a home in Mexico or Thailand or Burma or whatever other places that I've been in, or Australia, the closest one. Those places haven't been safe. I haven't felt safe in any of those. The closest place that I've called home was Ukraine. And now, that's naturally where I was born. So you could say that, but even if I went there, probably still I could call it my home. That definitely would be, because my energies literally came from there. But now I'm here, and I can call this place my home too. So hopefully my visa situation will get handled soon. Hopefully I'll be able to stay here for a longer term, and everything will maintain safe like that. And so again, coming back to the yogi, his energies are too big for this place, so he's going to be traveling around. His plan is to travel around the entire globe, from city to city, from town to town, and teach spirituality and basically chant mantras and to sing music and sing bhajans, that they're called, and to change people spiritually from town to town, city to city. And that's what he's good at. That's what he gets pleasure and enjoyment out of, and that's what he's continuing to do right now. Even right now, he's traveling from the southern parts of New Zealand upwards to the north. I'm in the north of New Zealand. And he is coming up here he's going to come up here for a few days, then he's going to go back again. Some places have invited him. And then his next goal is to go to Australia to visit some ashram there, and then from Australia he's going to go to India to go visit for Mahashivaratri, and then in the summertime he's going to go for Kailash, and then various other places he's going to go. So probably for the majority of the time he's not going to be here. I'm going to be here, and this is how things are going to be taking place from now. So eventually, in the matter of 2 years, if all the proper accommodations have been built, I want to naturally take over the space. Meaning that the house that I'm showing you here, including this meditation hall and the kitchen and the room beside me, and also the private room and the washroom, this shall all be my place, meaning this will be my home, and this will be the center point of this place, of this land. And then from this, I'll be able to naturally establish and push my energy out forward, and many other more powerful things shall be created here. So accommodations are needed. Again, if you're here, if you're watching me, if you watched up until now, 45 minutes from now, and if you have any kind of resources or any kind of tools, or even if you don't have anything, if you're just some spiritual guy and spiritual being, and if you want to go somewhere, if this place is calling you, or feel like, okay, I'm aligned with this, and if you're below 35 years of age, you can go get a working class visa, working holiday visa, and you can come here and you can stay here for a lot of time, up to 2 years. And yeah, again, for $15 a day or something less, or if you're gonna stay here long term, we'll figure it out. You don't have to pay for your food, and we're not gonna bug you for money. Money's not the concern here, but the concern here is, again, to start to create this place into becoming a more powerful and natural, sacred and spiritual place. So that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to share with you something else. Something else is to be shared here is that the links to my donation page will be below. Okay, I need your donations because right now I have something like $300 or $400, and I need $600 Canadian to pay for my visa. I'm sorry, not my visa, but I need the next stage is for me to get health insurance so that I can put the health insurance into the place that is accepting my visa, and for them to accept me. Hopefully they'll grant my visa. So for that to happen, I need a little bit more money. So if you can send me a few $100s, if you feel called to meet my needs here, this is how it's going to happen. If not, then I'm going to have to ask from someone else, maybe my family members. So please reach out to me. Again, if you want spiritual help, or if you need spiritual help, I can definitely help you and assist you in any way, shape, or form I can. It doesn't matter. Even if you already talked to me and if you still need some clarification, if still some energy needs to be uprooted or moved out from you, definitely reach out to me. I'll be able to effortlessly help you and assist you in that. And also, if you want a spiritual reading in terms of me sharing with you anything about your life, like I said earlier in this video, I can literally tell you anything and everything about your life in terms of your 7 chakras. So you are your 7 chakras, and I can read your 7 chakras, and I can see what problems and ailments that you have, or what blockages you have, or what things you need to be cleared up from. And just like that, I can share with you literally everything about your life. Okay, so reach out to me. I'm doing that in exchange for donations. So hopefully you will get enough sense to donate very powerfully and very spiritually to me. And another thing I want to share is that I've recently made a spiritual program for myself on YouTube. So next to my subscriber button will be a join button. You click on that, and there are some spiritual videos that I've posted that are too weird for, here is like I'm being social, I'm being nice. Basically, I'm being social. The videos that I've uploaded there are not me being social, they're me being weird. And if you want to watch weird videos of me consecrating things and moving my energy around, and also this will change you energetically very significantly, join that. It's quite pricey, but hey, that's the price of value. It's $149 American. That's okay. So I'm also gonna add more benefits that you're gonna they're gonna enjoy if you choose to donate. Like, for example, I'm gonna add a plaque here for all the people that have ever donated to me, or all the people that have contributed to financially to me. So in this ashram, there's going to be some kind of a memorial or a plaque for you to be commemorated, and people to share their energy with you, at least spiritually, psychically, like this. So your name will be inscribed in stone or inscribed in some wall or something like this will happen. And also I'll shout you out in video form. I'll make sure to do that. So anyone that joins, I will say your name if you want me to do that. And some other benefits shall have to be made. Like, I can talk to you literally every single day. I can give you coaching every single day, or we can just chat as friends. That's also something we can do. As well as, let's see, what else can be done? What else shall be done? What else needs to be said here? Yeah, if you have anything that you want to donate to me, meaning physical things, you can ship it over here, like power tools or books, but that's not really necessary. Or food, or we need to change the batteries. There's a lot of things that need to be added to this place. So if you have these things, reach out to me again on Facebook. Link will be down below. And again, naturally, I will reward you for that. Okay, I promise you that. This is not just me saying this because I want your stuff and I'm just going to reward you. No. I have the spiritual energy to change you from wherever you are literally on the planet. And this has to happen reciprocally. So if you give me something, I can to help, but to offer you the same kind of energy back. And the energy that I share with you in your life will reward you massively and will change your lives in a matter of days. So that's it, my friends. That's all the energy that I have to share with you for now and for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Oh yeah, let me talk to you about this little spiritual place that I've established, and that's going to be the last thing that I shall say. So what you can see here is, this is what we call Tantra, okay? Tantra meaning you use spiritual technologies in the physical world to create a desired effect. So here are some stones. These are 21 natural stones that I found over this property, and I placed this here. Why? Because this gives a stable base and a stable platform for the things that you see above me here to be to naturally be reverberating. So now I'll show you the space above here, and I'll talk to you briefly about things that are here. Actually, if you've watched me for 50 minutes, you should be rewarded. So I'm gonna basically explain to you each individual item that's here. So the first thing that you see here is a mercury necklace. There's a couple of, it's very heavy mercury necklace. If you come here, I'll put this over you. If you want to, you can hold it. You'll see how it changes you. It will change you drastically. There's not some little simple thing. I guarantee you, if you put this on, this is not like Rudraksh. With Rudraksh, you kind of like, you have to have some sort of sensitivity, and like, oh, it's a visible feeling. Oh, okay, it changes you. But this is like, whoa, you'll know something powerful has just been put on you. Okay, there's no doubt. This is a Kailash Tirth water bottle. There's water here, and this is where I drink from. So the energy naturally gets energized from this space here, and I drink consecrated water. This is a little copper tube that I use to do this little ritual that I'm doing here for the bond of grace that Sadhguru has established. This is the bond of grace. This is Sadhguru's consecrated form that I've purchased from being a contributor to the Isha Yoga Center, donating 7% of my monthly income towards the Isha Yoga Center, which that's just like that. And there's some vibhuti here that is sacred ash made from ground up rice something. And this is a feather. Just things happened here, and I felt like it was important to put this on here. So it gives a nice little energy here. This is the most important and sacred spot here in this whole ashram and this whole center here, because it's the most powerful thing, and it's not yet fully established. Yeah, I said that word twice. This is 1 kilogram of solidified mercury. So right now it's laying on its side, but eventually it's going to have to be put upright, and for that there needs to be a very strong foundation and platform. Maybe I'll put this in the center of this little pagoda that you saw earlier in the video of me, the stones that have been carved. Maybe that'll be there, maybe that'll be here, I'm not sure, but this will have to be upright, and when it's upright, the energy will be just powerful, and it'll literally blow you away. And then this is an oil lamp. The fire needs to be lit here. When I'm making videos, I always light a fire lamp for the energy to get burnt up. Whatever stagnant and negative energy comes towards my way, it'll naturally get eaten up and consumed by this fire. And this little piece here is used for camphor. So camphor is placed, and I light the camphor on fire, and then I do a little circular motion to basically consecrate and energize the space. And this is a very sacred and special and powerful tool. Whew. Wow. This has been left here. This is not my own, but as it was left here, I also placed my energy inside of it. Maybe you can see it. And this has become my own, and I felt it was appropriate to place this on this little altar here. This is the sacred and special place that I've built here. Also, something that it's worth mentioning, there's a little string here. You see this copper string or cotton string? So this cotton string has been circulated around this whole room, and this is also to connect this place energetically so that anyone who comes and sits inside of this. This is like a place in and of itself, or by itself, or on its own. So if you have some sensitivity, if you have some kind of perception and awareness, if you step outside of this space, outside of this enclosed area, you will get a sense, okay, I just left an energetic space into a regular space, like I shall do right now. Maybe you'll be able to sense it. So right now, I'm in a normal space. Now I'm in just a normal space here for doing normal things. And again, if I go back inside, the energy will just rush back into my spine, and the Kundalini energy will start to rise up again. So this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to build Tantra. I'm here to build spiritual places, energetic kind of science. I'm here to develop this. I'm here to develop this land, and essentially I'm here to play around. Let's not pretend here. I'm not being, not being some serious guy here. I'm just here to play. This is so much fun for me. Like, yesterday I was playing this string. I was being a little kid, like, oh my God, I'm going to sacredly consecrate the space. I'm going to connect the space, and anyone that sits inside of this, even if they have no spiritual understanding anything at all, they're just going to get changed. They're going to, They're gonna get the energy to travel up their spine. It's gonna be fantastic. This little yantra here, it was somewhere in the kitchen. No one really knew what to do with it, but I put it up here to amplify and intensify this energy that is naturally coming from the mountains. You see? And this is a yantra. You know, a yantra can be used for anything. So this is just a kind of a doorway or a portal to whatever energy you want to create or consecrate in here. And I can just change my mind, and the energy from this little dimension here will be outpoured with whatever I want, with money, with goodwill or health or anything that I want to choose, whatever is needed, that'll happen. I also want to show you this little piece here. This is also a very beautiful painting. I don't know who painted this. Maybe this was painted here, but it reminds me of Northern Australia. I was just in Northern Australia. I was in Darwin, which would be somewhere here. But this is the kind of how Australian land looks like. It's very charred, it's very sun-cooked. And then just as you go out, there's the natural reefs, which are green in color. Well, the reefs are dying, but hopefully they won't die. Hopefully we'll change that. And then here is the blue, which is a little bit deeper ocean. And then even deeper ocean. Then here you go, the clouds are forming, and it's the much deeper ocean. Maybe these are not clouds, maybe these are waves. These are also waves. That's also potential. Yeah, I think these are waves. These are big waves. Maybe something very big is happening here. And then when you go here, this is like the depths of the ocean. And then, yeah, that's beautiful. And then the third kind of thing that I've put up here yesterday actually is just a little stone enclosure. This is also very powerful. Just looking at it, stone can be consecrated. That's literally the reason why I put these stones up here, because the energy can go inside of these stones and it can hold it for a very long time, and it can reverberate. It will reverberate, and you will feel it once you come here, definitely. If you just sit here for 1 hour and you chant some mantras, you will get a sense of what and how this place is. So the stones, this, that, something else I wanted to share with you, some mantra, something. Well, let me sit back down and let's see what else I can share with you. Oh yes, save soil. Okay, so yesterday I spoke with someone very special and unique. If you're watching this, shout out to you. This lady has lots of life inside of her, and I was just, wow, very rewarded from talking with her. And she asked me, what is the significance and what is the meaning of the save soil? So let me talk to you about this more, because Sadhguru has initiated this movement, and Sadhguru said that we're heading towards soil extinction, which if soil gets extinct, it's over for us. We can't grow anything, we can't produce any crops, anything like that. We will just die. And the closer we get to soil extinction, the more suffering is going to happen on the planet Earth, because there are 8 billion people on the planet and not enough food to go around, which will be very, very, very bad. And how does this happen? Well, because these smart, greedy people with the Industrial Revolution thought, oh my God, wow, we could just plow the land and then grow all these crops and then take out all the nutrients. Essentially, that's what you're doing when you're taking out crops. And then the soil naturally lost all the nutrients that it just provided for you, and you're not giving anything back. Plus, there are not sufficient tree covers to protect the soil from being cooked with the sun. And that's it. And the sun gets cooked. The sun cooks the soil, and the microbial life gets cooked in the soil, and it gets destroyed. And then after a time span of like 10 years, that rich soil, which just produced lots of crops and lots of fresh food for you, just got weakened and eventually died, and it became sand. And once it's sand, there is no turning back. You can't do anything to revert it back to soil unless you provide more organic content. So if the organic content on this planet Earth gets destroyed, or gets cooked, or gets eaten up, or gets not to be alive, then that's it. We can't import it from Mars, or we can't recreate it, because we don't know how life started here, and we're not going to be recreating life. We're not going to go into that. We're not gods here. All right, I'm getting too off topic. We are gods, and we can recreate everything, but it's not needed. Okay, we're just being foolish and stupid. And so if you have any kind of farmland, you have to understand the basic principle that whatever you take from the land, you also have to give back. So what does that mean? Well, if you eat an apple, whatever core remains, don't throw it into the landfill, throw it back into your land, because the actual aliveness of the alive fruits are alive, by the way. Some of you are not getting it. It's like, what? How is a fruit alive? How are vegetables alive? It's a life. It's filled with life. It's vibrating with life. Whereas meat or a steak or anything, murdered animal, that's not alive. You're literally eating dead. You're eating dead. It has nothing, and it will take more from you. So you're just a dead guy. So eat plants instead of animals. That's a very natural, healthy thing to do. By the way, if you're coming here, no animals shall be eaten here. There will have to be some serious rules to be established here, but it's not some little fancy place you're going to be walking around here, dancing around, doing whatever wild stuff that you want. No, no, no. This place has will have some strict rules, and I'll be sure to impart them, and so that shall be happen. So the fundamental 5 moral precepts have to be upkept here, which is: do not kill, do not steal, do not lie, do not misuse your sexual energy, and do not intoxicate your mind. Sexual energy meaning no hurting people with your sexuality. That's basically it. So yeah, so the core of the apple will sink down into the soil, and it will reabsorb, the nutrients will be reabsorbed, and the soil will become rich once again. And of course, naturally, the trees have to be on the land that you want to grow things with, so that the sun doesn't cook the soil. Because if you go to an open patch of land, and if you dig, let's say 5 inches, and you put your hand inside, it'll be barren. It'll be just dry or cooked. There's nothing, you can't grow anything there. Why? Because the sun cooks it naturally day and night. Whereas if you go dig a hole underneath a tree, it'll be wet, like literally right there in a second. Why? Because the sun doesn't reach that place, and that is where life naturally grows. That's where the soil is richest. So the soil can be rich for many inches below the surface, and that's what we want to maintain. So we want to provide a richer soil for the planet Earth. That's why I shall keep this t-shirt alive in me and active on me for 1,000 days, and it has been happening. Some days I only wore a white shirt for whatever reason. I didn't feel like wearing this shirt, or it was too dirty, or I needed to wash it or something like this. And someone said to me, "Oh, you've already failed this." I didn't fail, buddy. You failed, okay? And you're still failing. This guy, he needs to talk to me. He needs to share with me some money or resources. Something needs to happen to you. There's some natural exchange that needs to happen that's not happening. That's why we're irritated by each other. You know who you are. This guy's name is like I am you or something. Yeah, I am you. Or be who you want to be, something. Yeah. You need to reach out to me. You need to talk to me face to face. We need to see each other face to face. We need to talk to each other, because you're just you're irritating. You're yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah, this guy just gets on my nerves for whatever reason. Something needs to be happening there that isn't happening. That's why it's kind of agitating me. So this is why I'm going to maintain this church for 1,000 days, because the soil needs to be saved. The soil needs to be alive. And that's very, very important. And this is the challenge that I offer you, okay? You, the viewer, the watching me. You need to put this shirt on yourself too. You need to go to ishalife.com and you need to buy this shirt, Save Soil, the green or purple, whatever you want to buy. And it has a big yantra in the back, or a big inscription in the back, which is naturally energized and charged with energy. And this is like wearing a shirt that feeds you energetically. So right now you're wearing whatever nonsense clothes that you're wearing. It doesn't do anything for you. You might as well wear something that actually contributes to the advancement of life. And I've not seen any movement that is more important than this. Okay, it says conscious planet in the front here. That's very fantastic and phenomenal. So I challenge you, okay, you need to invest your money into this shirt and wear this shirt, especially if you come here. You need more people need to see this, even if they simply see the logo, okay, and they have no idea what this is. It'll change their consciousness, okay? It'll imprint something into their memory, and eventually it will blossom, or eventually it will lead them to this direction of Sadhguru. Naturally, it will happen like this. Trust me, this is the way it is. So wear this shirt. I give you this challenge for you to wear this shirt. Very important, very needed. The soil needs to be saved. The soil needs to be protected. The soil needs to be maintained, and that's what we shall be doing here. This soil, New Zealand soil is very clayey. It's lots of clay, so it's not easy to farm here. Although it's not impossible. So some tricks need to be learned. I haven't learned the tricks. Like for example, in the kitchen, I've have a little watermelon cutout, which I ate watermelon, and I filled it up with clay or soil, which I thought was soil, and I put some watermelon seeds, and I filled it up with water. And so we'll see if anything starts to sprout from there. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. If it does, that's fantastic. But if it doesn't, I'll know why, because the clay is too stiff. It's too hard. So no life can really sprout from it. But if it does, that'll be fantastic. And I'll replant the watermelon seeds. If not, the big watermelon that I've showed you will be planted sometime soon. And I will make sure to plant the watermelon seeds that have been left from there, because that's very, very needed. I want watermelon to be growing here. I want all types of fruits to be growing here. And we're going to be eating fruits that are in season. So we're going to plant fruits that, we can harvest in the wintertime, in the springtime, in the summertime, and in the fall time. There's not really that many seasons. There's only the warm summer months, and then there are the rainy winter months. That's pretty much it. So yeah, the soil also will be very rich and alive here. That's going to be something that's going to have to be maintained. So continuing to talk about the soil is that Sadhguru also says that one of the primary reasons why so many people will suffer from mental illness right now, and they will continue to suffer from mental illness, and some scientists or the United Nations said something, or the World Health Organization said that in the next couple of years and decades, there's going to be a mental health pandemic. Why? Because various things are happening on the planet Earth, and human beings don't know how to deal with it, and the religions are dying, and various things are happening, and also the soil is depleting, and you're naturally losing the strength within your own core, within your own being, to keep yourself healthy and alive. And why is that happening? Because, let me drink some water and let me continue sharing these thoughts with you. Shiva Shambho. So, what's happening is that some statistic that I remembered is that if you were to take an orange 50, 60, 70, or 80 years ago, and if you were to eat one orange, right now you would have to eat an equivalent of 8 oranges for you to get the similar nutrients as 80 years ago. You would only have to eat one orange. Why? Because the nutrients and the aliveness of the soil has been taken out year by year, decade by decade, and it has been put back, and the strength of the soil, the richness and aliveness of the soil has been slowly decaying and dying. So now if you plant some fruit tree and it sprouts and it blossoms, it doesn't have any kind of richness or life to offer you. It's just like a sweet juice. That's basically it, which is very sad. So you need strength of the soil. The soil needs to be strengthened, and this will happen. This will have to be changed over the next decade. So if we don't do anything about it, the soil will die, and that's it. It will be very bad death for all of us, for the both of us. So something that you need to say every single day, something you need to put on your channel. If you're making YouTube videos, save soil, something needs to be shared online, on YouTube, on everywhere, because this is the biggest movement. This has been the biggest people's movement on the entire planet. Sadhguru has reached 3.9 billion people on social media. So if you have Twitter, if you have Facebook, anything, you have to say something about soil every single day. So if you see my videos, and every single video is just about, I am putting Save Soil hashtag. Why? Because I want more energy to go towards this direction. And if you want to learn more about Save Soil, watch Sadhguru's Conscious Planet YouTube video. Or go on YouTube and search up Sadhguru Conscious Planet or Sadhguru Save Soil, and watch how Sadhguru traversed something like, he went from United Kingdom, flew, and then from somewhere in Northern Europe all the way down to the southern tip of, or to basically to India, so on a motorcycle. And it was wild, okay? Make sure you watch. There's a video titled Sadhguru Traversing through minus 49 degrees Celsius terrain in the Dubai desert, something like this. And he inhaled sand, and people thought he was going to die. And literally, he was doing this for 100 days. So from the northern parts of Europe to the southern, to the India, 100 days it took him to ride. And literally every single day of those 100 days, he did multiple events, meaning he visited various studios and news groups and online programs and things like this to get more awareness into this movement, Save Soil. And this is why I was so inspired by this, by how much life this man has given out towards this. This is why I naturally I assumed this is so important. This is so important because he's doing this. And then I did some more research and I realized, oh my God, yes, this is why all the food is so bad in the grocery stores. Have you noticed? You eat like an apple, it's like, what did I just eat? I just performed so much chewing, and so much energy has been spent for me just munching this down and swallowing it, and then I didn't get anything back in return. So it's like, 80% of the work I just gained for like 20% of the effort, for the 20% of the nutrients. It's not worth it. So the soil is dying. We need richer foods. We need richer vegetables, richer plants, and so more conscious awareness needs to be raised towards this. Please do your part. Do whatever you can to say something about soil. To go, most importantly, go and research and do your own research and educate yourself on this. Okay, educate. That's what I'm saying to you. You need to educate yourself on this, because when you're educated, naturally you can share things to others, like I'm doing this to you now. So without education, you can't really spread this message because you don't know it yourself. So that's as much as I have towards saving soil. You need to purchase this t-shirt and yeah, save soil. So let's see, I have 2 more minutes until I end this video show. I'm going to keep this at 1 hour and 12 minutes, representing the 112 chakras that are inside this physical body. There are 114, but 2 are outside. Those are the beyond dimensions. Those are when you've established your energies inside, then you can go towards the beyond. So 112, we're going to keep this video 112. Let's see what else I can add here, what else I can share here. It's nice and sunny outside, so I'm going to go and enjoy the sunlight. Oh yes, let's see what time it is, 4 p.m. I'm going to have another podcast with my friend Carlos. And at 8 p.m., you need to donate to me, okay? Look, you need to donate to me. Send me some money. I need like $200 or $300 for me to pay for my, for what is this called? For my health insurance, because I need to prove that I have health insurance for the next 23 months that I shall be staying here in New Zealand, so that I get my visa. And so please pay for me for me to buy this for myself, and this will, naturally help many other living beings. That's ultimately what I'm here to do, is to help living beings. The Buddha always said that whatever kind of actions that you do, positive actions, may this be for the welfare and long-term happiness of all living beings to come. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to benefit all of living beings, the countless of trillions and gazillions of living beings that there are in this universe. I'm here to benefit all of them. Okay, that's it, my friends. Shambho.